This week, Amtrak announced its Mardi Gras service will begin running through South Mississippi starting August 18th.
The line, which runs to New Orleans and Mobile, has stops in Bay St. Louis, Gulfport, Biloxi, and Pascagoula. They started selling tickets this week.
And I had a chance to talk with Southern Rail Commission Chairman Knox Ross and Amtrak spokesperson about the return of passenger rail service here to South Mississippi 20 years after Hurricane Katrina. Chairman of the Southern Rail Commission, Knox Ross, here in Gulfport. This was earlier in the week when we're talking to him where you're making this big announcement. Amtrak is finally here. We're at the sign here in Gulfport. After working more than a decade, we've been talking about it now more than a decade.
That's right.
What does it feel like to finally make this announcement that the service is going to start on August 18th?
Well, it's terrific. I mean, we've always just had to say it's coming, and people would go, I don't know about all that. And so they just, it's a relief, really, to be able to say the train's coming, you can buy tickets, it's going to happen. And I mean, it's just a very exciting day.
You're making the announcements on every stop along the line, Mobile, Pascagoula,
right,
Biloxi, here in Gulfport and Bay St. Louis, and later in the day in New Orleans. What's been the response here from the local community?
Oh, it's been terrific. It's just been terrific, and people are very excited about it. You know, the business community is very excited about it. I mean, I've met with business people at every stop. You got the Chandelier guys are doing the station in Pascagoula. They have the brewery here right across the street, and they're also going to be serving their products on the train, which I think is terrific. I mean, we've been able to hook up local vendors to be able to sell their products on the train, to just introduce people that have never seen them to them, and I think that's just been the greatest part of it, is just the local business excitement about having a whole new group of people to do business with.
So what's the process? It's going to start on August 18th. Tickets are on sale now. How has the response been just initially?
I think it's great. I mean, we've had people calling us saying I can't get through, and so I think that's a good sign. So we know people have already been buying tickets. You can buy tickets for about a year out, so if you want to buy them for Mardi Gras next year, you can. If you want to buy them for Saints Weekend, you can, and go on and buy them right now. And they'll start at $15 probably during the week. You know, they'll change based on demand, obviously, just like airlines or anything else. But I think they're going to find it's very affordable, much cheaper than trying to drive and park your car. But I think more than that, you know, this Mississippi coast has positioned itself as a very livable place between these two anchors of Mobile and New Orleans, but this is the place that is just really livable, and this brings more livability to it, because you can live here, park your car, get on the train. You can not only go to Mobile and New Orleans, you can go all over the country from here. And so I think that just makes this even more attractive than it already is.
Right. We've talked about many times the holdup in Mobile with the platform issues there. Are there any challenges left here over the next month?
No. I do want to say, I mean, Mobile was actually, once we got the deal done, they were the first people to sign. And so I think that once everything got done, they've been on top of it and have been easy to work with, very supportive, and we've been a pleasure to deal with. I mean, the only really reason that it's taken extra time over there is just construction issues. You go dig in a 500-year-old city, you're going to find something, and that's the only thing.
How about the platforms here on the coast? And I know a couple of them are temporary.
Right.
And is the plan to make those more permanent structures? And what would it take to get those more permanent style platforms?
That's already in the plan. I mean, Amtrak will be working on that. We also have funding in the Chrissy grant that we were awarded for this that will be applied to the 4 Mississippi stops that will really make them first class. I think people are going to be really happy with that.
So more on the way. At 2 stops a day.
You can take a day trip to New Orleans from Gulfport, come back that night. You go even in the morning, you can come back that night. I mean, it's just, that's what I'm saying. When it makes it more livable, you think about, I just want to go down and knock around New Orleans a few hours. Well, you don't have to get in your car. You can get on the train and start the vacation when you get on and enjoy local flair. Get to New Orleans, you get in right by the Superdome. You can get an Uber or walk around or take the streetcar, come back into the comfort and safety of your own home in Gulfport, Mississippi that night. I mean, it's terrific.
There you go. That's all there is to it. Well, we're looking forward to it. August 18th is the big day. Knox Ross with the Southern Rail Commission. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Spokesperson for Amtrak, Mark Maglieri, is here. You're making these stops here today along the Mississippi coast, along with New Orleans and Mobile. What does this day mean for you?
A lot of us at Amtrak have been working for a very long time because we're getting so much encouragement from local folks here in the Mississippi Gulf Coast and at either end in Mobile and New Orleans to make this happen. And it was great knowing that we turned the ticket sales on this morning, and you can buy tickets right now back and forth across the Gulf Coast. Also, you can connect to our train, well-known train called the City of New Orleans, and make it to Chicago the next day, or go to the West Coast on our Sunset Limited, or go back up north on the Crescent to Washington and New York. All of that starting off at all our Mississippi Gulf Coast cities, whether it's Pascagoula, Biloxi, Gulfport, or Bay St. Louis. Get to New Orleans, maybe spend some time there or not, and then head on out.
So what happens to happen over the next month to make this actually happen? Are there missing pieces? Are there any?
Not really. They're finishing the construction project at Mobile. I saw the station signs have gone up. That's a good sign. The folks over in Biloxi have been working to improve that facility, which had not been used for 20 years, just like the rest of the stops here. In Pascagoula, where the brew pub is going to open there, they're putting lots of money in that building, and actually it's level now. The storm sort of unleveled it, and we're ready to go on August 18th.
Nationally, how is Amtrak doing? There is talk of budget cuts, employee cuts. Is Amtrak in a position to service this route fully?
Oh yes, this has been a high priority at headquarters. That's why there's so many of us working so hard every day to make this happen. Our ridership is above where it was before COVID. Our largest problem is we don't have enough train cars to handle all the capacity that we need because of all the demand we're seeing. And we're working to solve that issue too.
And you're seeing demand right away for this upcoming route?
Well, it started at $15. I saw some tickets up to $18 and $19, so people are buying.
Okay. Mark Maglieri with Amtrak, thanks for joining us and best of luck with this new Amtrak route, the Mardi Gras Service.
We appreciate how WLOX has really led the way in this part of the state in covering everything. Some things I didn't really want to see covered, other things that were. So you guys have been on top of this story, and we appreciate it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So in just 2 days, the first train rolling from Mobile through South Mississippi to New Orleans sold out. But as Knox Ross said, you can buy tickets up to a year in advance, and this has been a long time coming, and we finally see it.
Yeah, it is. So all aboard on the Amtrak there. And that's something I'd never ridden on a train before. I think it'd be pretty cool to check it out.
We'll give it a shot.
Yeah.